Hello, John from Peter Tyson. It can be an absolute nightmare trying to decide which new TV model is best for you. Trawling through spec sheets and step-up charts can be very dull indeed. Trust me. So I've been studying our 3 most popular LG OLED models for 2025, so you don't have to. Let's start with the features they all have in common, and then move on to the differences as you progress from the LG OLED B5, C5 and finally G5. I purposely don't mention prices in the video because they constantly change throughout the year. I'll leave a link down in the description and the pinned comment so you can see up-to-date prices and availability here from Peter Tyson. So they all have OLED screens. The clue's in the name really. I like to make these videos inclusive to people with very little knowledge of current TV technology, as well as people looking for more advanced features who know exactly what they want from a TV. If you know what OLED is and you want to skip ahead, go to this time. For those still with me, OLED screen technology means that each teeny tiny pixel that makes up the image is its own light source. No backlight is needed like in LED TVs, such as QNED, QLED and NanoCell. This for you means that black is perfect black because the pixels are switched off, rather than a dark shade of grey. Blooming around bright objects and dark backgrounds is also eliminated. You may have noticed this watching on an LED TV when you're watching in a darkened room. It's like a halo around bright things. If you now notice it because I've pointed it out, I apologise. Maybe it's time for a new TV. This is improving all the time with some excellent LED TVs out there, but when it comes to black, there's just no beating OLED. Better black means a more accurate picture and better colour reproduction and unrivaled detail. Motion is also excellent as OLED pixels can be turned on and off much faster than LEDs. OLED also has no flicker and emits less blue light than LED TVs, making it kinder to your eyes. On paper, the downside of OLED is that they're not quite as bright as their LED counterparts. In reality, for good current OLED screens like the ones in this video, I just don't think it's that much of an issue anymore for the vast majority of normal living situations. And for those who skipped, how very dare you. This is not an exhaustive list, but the main features that will benefit most customers. Thanks to the OLED screen, they all offer really good wide-angle viewing, perfect for if you're watching movies or gaming with your mates, and not everyone can sit directly in front of the screen. Also mixed with this, LG's OLED motion and watching sport is an absolute treat too. Keeps fast-moving objects sharp and crystal clear. Popular picture formats are supported too, like Dolby Vision with Filmmaker Mode, HDR, HDR10 and HLG or Hybrid Log Gamma. These are the formats that most popular high-quality streaming services use to show their content in the best possible quality. Talking of streaming services, WebOS is packed with all of the most popular ones. It's well laid out, snappy and logical to use, all controlled with the new LG AI Magic Remote Control. This enables you to, if you wish, to control various aspects of the TV, find media to watch and even have personalised recommendations based on a different user's voice ID. All very clever. Show me the Peter Tyson YouTube channel.
User 0. Here are the search results for Peter Tyson YouTube channel.
Peter Tyson. Oh, you're going to love AI.
Hello.
Look at that handsome chap. Come on. You knew AI was going to make an appearance sooner or later. So this is quite handy. The personalised picture wizard uses AI to tailor the picture to your preference. So basically you go through each step and you choose the picture which is most satisfying to you. So I prefer a more natural or slightly warmer colour, just like a cinema. Rather than the overly blue, super white like this. I prefer a bit more natural, so I'm going to choose that one. Again, that one and that one are probably the most natural. Too warm, so I'm going to go that one, that's that one. That's not black enough, but that's sort of too overly processed black. There's somewhere in the middle. I'd say that one and that one are the most natural. And then the TV will analyse my preferences and change the picture to match. So now it's done exactly what I asked, and it's given me a warm and balanced picture. Very clever. I do like the 4 future updates though to the latest version of WebOS. This guarantees to keep your new TV bang up to date for 5 years from launch. OLED Care keeps your panel in tip-top condition. LG have been perfecting OLED for 12 years at this point to get the best quality and longevity from your new TV. Often when you connect a soundbar, well, let's face it, most of us do, the TV's built-in speakers just sit dormant. Wow Orchestra lets you pair a compatible LG soundbar and utilise the TV speakers as well to seamlessly enhance the audio. Of course, HDMI eARC makes connecting your soundbar or AV receiver simple for unleashing the potential of the latest sound formats like Dolby Atmos. They are all optimised for gaming too, with incredibly low input lag. Mix this with up to 4K at 120Hz, G-Sync, FreeSync and Game Optimizer, and your console or PC gaming is going to look absolutely immense. Unfortunately, it can't make you any better at gaming though. On to the differences. Starting with the LG OLED B5. It's the most affordable of the 3 in this video, available in 48, 55, 65, 77 and 83-inch variants. It runs on an Alpha 8 processor with AI super upscaling, and it has a table stand in the box that's not situated in the centre of the screen. This may be a consideration if placing on furniture. Make sure it's wide enough to accommodate the wider placed feet. You can of course wall mount with an additional wall bracket that uses VESA fixings. LG OLED C5 is available in 2 small sizes, 42 and 48 inch, along with larger sizes of 55, 65, 77 and 83 inches, all of which run the Alpha 9 AI processor. Now the processor is the TV's brain. It deals with not only the processing of the picture and the sound, but all aspects of the operation of the TV. A more capable processor means it's quicker and smoother to use and better equipped to deal with all of those fancy functions that I've been talking to you about so far. All in all, a more powerful processor leads to better picture and sound and a nicer user experience overall. The larger sizes from 55 inches and above include LG's brightness booster, so no matter how bright or dark your room is, the advanced light boosting algorithm means you won't miss out on important picture detail. The centrally positioned stand and the build quality in general is a bit more premium than the B5. It sits on your cabinet nicely and looks very smart. You can of course wall mount with an additional wall bracket too that uses the standard VESA mounting system. The LG OLED G5 comes in 2 versions, one with an included centrally mounted table stand in the box and one with a very clever recessed wall bracket in the box, so that when the TV is mounted on the wall it sits very flush and looks very slick indeed. The stand version comes in a 48, 55 and 65 inch variants, whilst the wall mount version comes in 55, 65, 77, 83 and a whopping 97 inch variant. They are all running on an even more powerful Alpha 11 AI processor, the most advanced processor ever made for an LG television. It delivers image and audio enhancement through AI super upscaling, AI director upscaling and AI voice remastering. This not only shows on your high resolution content from your streaming apps or your 4K Blu-rays or gaming console, but it's working on lower resolution HD or even standard definition content from normal TV viewing too. Excluding the smallest 48 inch and the largest 97 inch models, the rest of the G5 lineup uses brand new primary RGB tandem OLED panels, rather than the previous technology MLA OLED. This means more vivid colour, unrivaled realism and brightness booster ultimate for the brightest OLED image of all. On top of that, you get 4K at 165Hz for gaming. All of these LG TVs are very well built, but the G5 is the most premium, as stunning as a black rectangle can possibly be. So in summary, it's all just my opinion of course, the B5 is the most affordable way to get a premium brand new LG OLED for 2025. It's an improvement over previous models, and for most people will likely be all they ever need, especially if you're upgrading from an older TV, or maybe this is even your first OLED screen. It will absolutely knock your socks off. The C5 for me is the Goldilocks of OLED TVs. It's a perfect balance between stunning performance versus its price point. More premium than the B5 and more affordable than the G5. It's just a solid all-rounder TV. For movie nights and gaming, it can be bright and eye-popping or subtle and natural depending on your preference. It's just easy to live with. The G5, in my opinion, simply the best OLED TV I've ever seen, and quite possibly the best OLED TV you can buy as I film this. It's truly stunning, particularly between the 55-inch and the 83-inch. There are people that do prefer Sony or Samsung. That's fine. They make some gorgeous televisions. I'll cover them in another video at another time. It's fine and understandable. It'd be boring if we all liked the same thing. For me, LG is just the original OLED. I've been around them for a long time in installation capacities and sales capacities and using them at home, and they always consistently gave me a nice viewing experience and really good reliability. So that's it. I hope in some way this has helped to make your decision easier if you're looking at the new LG range for 2025. If you've bought one, tell us what you think down in the comments. I like it when you all help each other out. Until then, you'll see me in the next video. Take care.